Hi, my name is Simpiwe Petros and I'm from the SBK Leadership Academy. I'm also a UP alumni, and when I was here, I studied industrial and systems engineering. I'm an individual who's passionate about equipping and empowering you to become the best version of yourself. And over the years, I've discussed and unpacked many personal development themes and topics with the aim for you to practically apply it in your life. At the SBK Leadership Academy, we have a slogan, all we see are bright futures. And my job today is to make sure that you realize that you are that bright future and you are the leader that our country and this world needs. Today I'll be talking to you about responsibility and its importance as a foundational personal development theme. Now, it's critical that you understand how you act and face certain circumstances in life that you may or may not have control over. Responsibility is critical, and we're going to define and unpack it today. Now, there's a difference between responsibility, being responsible, and accepting responsibility. Let's dive into that. Responsibility means to do something and accepting the results of what happened therefore. Being responsible is doing what you're supposed to do. And accepting responsibility means that you accept the praise or blame from whatever you've done. Mike Studman once said that every person that has ever changed the world has taken responsibility for something that not mattered to them, but to mankind. Now think about that for a second. What does that quote mean for you? For me, it means that anybody that's ever achieved anything great in this life has always thought bigger than themselves. They always thought about how their actions could positively influence those around them. For me, that's leadership. That's the power of leadership. Forgetting about what you're doing and how you're going to benefit from situations, and realizing that your actions actually affect those around you. There are many icons in history that took responsibility for something that mattered to mankind. In a South African context, we can think of Nelson Mandela, who not only took responsibility for a problem that affected him, but a problem that actually affected millions of South Africans. Dr. Martin Luther King took responsibility for a problem that affected his community, an injustice that they faced, and he decided to be the solution to that problem. I can go on and on of many people in history, but in essence, what Mike Studman was saying is that the people that have always taken responsibility and actually taken action to be part of the solution to problems that people face have changed the world through their action and by actually taking responsibility to be that solution. Don't get me wrong, it starts with you, but it doesn't end with you. The people that make great change in this world have an awareness of the consequences of their actions and how it affects those around them. And that's what I want you to realize today. Zig Ziglar once said, though I'm not always responsible for what happens to me, I'm responsible for how I handle what happens to me. I have a responsibility for my response. Our response is our responsibility. And it's important to realize that, because we may face many things in life and you won't have control over those things. But if you have the right attitude and choose to respond accordingly, that will change everything for you. And that's what I want you to focus on. So if you want to be a great leader someday, it starts with you and making the choice to take responsibility for problems that not affect you, but affect mankind at large. But before we get to the problems that affect mankind, let's start a little bit smaller. Let's start with taking responsibility in your personal day-to-day issues. This is the Tux culture. What does taking responsibility look like for you on a day-to-day basis? If we can start thinking there, we can eventually get to the grander, more impactful and influential, life-changing responsibility choices. So we're going to unpack and discuss a lot of scenarios over the next few videos. And I want you to join us on this journey. But for now, I want you to realize that our response is our responsibility. There's great power in that. That changes everything for you and everyone around you. My name is Simpiwe Petros, and join me on this journey in the coming videos on taking responsibility and changing your life and the lives of everyone around you.